My name is Cynthia Ponciano, and I'm going to be doing a presentation on my career development for my career counseling class at Texas A&M University. Most of the presentation is going to be based on two theories: the trait factor theory, which talks about matching jobs or occupations to the traits that you have and the values that you hold. And another theory, which is the happenings approach theory, and that one is a career counseling theory that talks about how human behavior is the product of planned and unplanned situations in our lives. So I'm a big believer of both theories, talking about that we choose careers and that careers should be chosen based on the traits that we feel are the most appropriate for us. And the second theory is talking about how we should kind of see the world through the view of the that we contribute to the world based on planned and unplanned situations, and how those situations affect us and how we contributed to those situations. I wanted to say that this is a video as tribute to my family and the mentors that have helped me to get to where I am now. And this video, all the ideas in this video are mine. They're not scripted, so pardon if I stutter or if I repeat words. So I wanted to start off by showing a picture. This is a picture of my family with my dad, my mom, myself, my little brother, and my big brother. And we're at a Christmas party this year. And I wanted to start off with that because my family is the solid building block to the career choices that I have made, and that have instilled values in me that are erasable, that talk about the importance of helping people, helping your community, and definitely helping the bigger society, and contributing to that and making yourself a part of the society that you live in. So I wanted to start with talking about the two tests that I took for this presentation, which is the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, the MBTI, and the Strong Interest Inventory Test. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator talks about the types of the personality type and that you're more geared towards. I got NIFP, and that's introversion, intuition, feeling, and perceiving. So the extroversion talks about that I get my energy from people and interacting with people. The intuition is that I like seeing the big picture, and I like learning about patterns and how the interrelationships between me and the world work. The feeling is that I base my decisions on personal and societal values, and my goals are always understanding and harmony around me. And perceiving, that talks about how my decision making is very cut and chase. I'm very goal oriented, but at the same time I can be flexible in many ways, and I feel like that's very true to who I am, because with my schoolwork I tend to be goal oriented, but with my personal life I like being very spontaneous. When it comes to the Strong Interest Test Inventory, the Strong Interest Inventory Test, my top strong areas were counseling and helping, societal sciences, teaching and education, and politics and public speaking. The top choices for careers that I had were sociologist, middle school teacher, secondary school teacher, university faculty member, and a counselor, which all tie into this need to interact with people and trying to get the big picture and how I contribute to the world and how the world impacts me. When it came to the Strong Interest Inventory, my three highest themes were social, investigative, and artistic. The social talks about that I enjoy helping people, doing community service. I value I value potential skills in people. Listening is a good skill of mine, and I value cooperation and being able to help others. When it comes to my investigative trait is or interest, I'm very interested in research, conducting research, and my ability to have independence and be able to be curious and learn about the world around me. When it comes to the third one is artistic, so I enjoy the self-expression, and I really value and find the beauty in others that self-express as well and are original and independent. And I find writing very, very, very interesting and enjoyable. So all of those things together really tie into the top choices that I was given, which was sociologist, and the two types of teachers, and university faculty member and counselor. So I feel like the test was spot on to who I am. It's funny that they suggested middle school teacher and secondary teacher, because that's actually what I wanted to be when I was younger. I wanted to be a teacher because I wanted to be able to impact someone and make a difference in someone's life. And I felt like that was very appropriate to me. I kind of steered away from that as I continued with my higher education. In college, I changed my path from becoming a teacher to becoming a psychologist, because I really enjoyed the investigative part of who I am. So being able to understand and help people, but at the same time really understand the big picture and understand how people's behaviors impact their feelings and emotions and thoughts. So that was appealing to me, and that's when I made the change in my sophomore year of my undergrad. So when I was growing up, I feel like what influenced me the most to make the decisions in my career development were the values and my passion for helping people. So those two things together, the values that my parents instilled in me were to help people and to contribute to the community that surrounds you. So those two things kind of go hand in hand to being a member of society and really finding that valuable. Family is another big value within my culture. So I feel like this family value and being able to be caring and being able to contribute to the world is what I would find interesting about every decision that I made about my career. I did come to this country when I was 12 years old, and I feel like my life before I immigrated here, I didn't really think about it too much about what I wanted to do. But after I decided that I needed a focus, path to the things that I wanted to do, to be able to someday give back to my parents and to give back to the community that helped me adjust to this new country. A lot of the struggles that I have been through stem from that from my immigration story. So being able to adjust and learn a new language was so challenging, and was probably the most challenging thing that I've gone through. So learning that new language and adjusting to the U.S. education system was definitely a barrier, but I saw it more of a challenge, something that I could tackle on, and that I could gain the skills to be able to move past it. And I moved past it with the help of my teachers and professors and mentors. I definitely got a handle of what the U.S. education system is, and I definitely gained a lot from the process. Another thing is that I never knew the name of the traits or the things that I was good at, but I was always gravitated to those careers that were very help driven and that wanted to kind of contribute to society overall. To the people who have influenced me and impacted me, my parents most definitely, for installing the wisdom of education. So to them, education is the key to a success life story. They have definitely instilled that value and that wisdom in me, that education is the way to go always. My dad instilled in me that we must impact the world that surrounds us and make a difference while you are on this earth. And having that value definitely contributed to a lot of the decisions that I made. My mom is the one that is very caring and very nurturing for the world and the people around her. And I feel like that I have been inspired by that to be a little bit, just a tiny bit, and then I will do so much greatness with that. So I really have, I'm very thankful for my parents of teaching me those two things. For my mentors, who have taught me that the knowledge that I learn in school can be applied to the knowledge that I learn outside of school, and to be able to integrate those things. I could never repay my teachers and mentors of teaching me that. So all of the teachers that I had in middle school and in high school, I'm eternally grateful for you guys. For my mentors and my professors at my undergrad at University of North Texas, I'm also very, very thankful for you guys as well. And I wouldn't have made it here without you guys. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is how did I get to where I am now. So right now I'm in my first year of a PhD program in counseling psychology, and I wouldn't have gotten here without the unconditional love and support from my parents. Also, their financial help definitely helped, and the financial aid help from the federal government and the state government that helped me pay for my tuition, and also my scholarships. Those scholarships, I would not be here at all without that help. Another thing is my determination to accomplish and to give back to my parents, and to be an example and represent my family in another circle of society. So just to be able to represent my parents and my society gives me a lot of determination, and I feel like this determination is definitely fueling what I want to do in the future and what I have done. Also, the knowledge that my teachers have instilled in me. Again, I am so thankful for these teachers and mentors and professors, because without them, I would not be the person who I am now. For sure, I'm definitely thankful for them. The connections that I have made with people of color in my field and outside of my field have definitely gotten me to where I am now. Having those connections with people of color have definitely given me hope and almost a path, or some kind of help to guide me to a sense of hope, that there is hope when there's dark times during my PhD program. So just seeing that it is possible, that I can accomplish this, gives me a lot of hope. One example is my mentor, and a lot of the professors in my program definitely give me hope and definitely set that role model status, that I can definitely achieve the things that I want with that determination and with that unconditional love and support from my mentors, my parents and my friend, the people around me. So what does my future look like? A lot of growth. I'm in my first year of my PhD program, and I'm very young. I see a lot of growth happening within the next year, next 5 years, and the next 10 years. So I'm looking forward and excited for this growth. I definitely see myself having a family. If not a family, I definitely see myself going back to being closer to my parents, and definitely giving that back to them, and definitely having them at the forefront of anything and everything that I do. Professionally, within the next 5 years, I see a young uprising Latina scholar starting off her career and beginning her career in good standards, setting standards for myself, for the future. Within the next 10 years, I see myself in a flexible and enriching job. And overall, I see my future being full of love, health, and comfort in my personal and professional life. Thank you.